Now, even if we thoroughly subscribe to the concept of the more inclusive love body we've been talking about here, we still have to deal with the world of relationships, friends, family, work, which can be highly charged with feelings that never get addressed or dealt with. I'd venture to guess, after having worked with couples trying to communicate through histories of their own trauma and their attendant triggers, that 90% of misunderstandings between people come from uncommunicated and misinterpreted feelings. What's wrong, dear? Oh, nothing. You look upset. No, I'm fine. Now, how many times has this discussion gone nowhere? I'm going to share with you a couples communication exercise that cuts to the chase, employing both EQ and IQ. Now, even if you did not succeed in getting a partner to engage in this with you, you can use it to get past stuck places within yourself. It has 4 parts and is included on Class 4, Handout 2. Couples communication exercise. Step 1, I hear you say you're feeling. Or if the person has not said what they were feeling, you might say, you seem to be feeling, or it looks to me like you're feeling. Then, mad, sad, glad, or scared, or some variation or combination. These are basic feelings. Second, I am feeling mad, sad, glad, scared, or some variation or combination, with no justifications, like I'm feeling mad because you did. No, just what you're feeling. Sharing your feelings puts you on an equal emotional ground, avoiding the implication that you have feelings and I don't. Also note that whenever anyone says, I'm feeling that, they're stating a thought and not a primary feeling. Like, I feel that you're a jerk. Compounds confusion and is a judgment labeled as a feeling. Indeed, I may be angry with you, but if I correctly identify and communicate my feelings and separate it from my judgments, I'm in a much better position to clear my relationship with you. So I might say, I'm angry because when you did not show up for our meeting, I thought you were blowing me off. Now I'm telling the other person about me, my feelings and interpretations, which puts me on a safer ground than labeling them, which is an invitation to fight and almost always precipitates defensiveness. The third step is get to what you want. What I'm wanting is get right to the point of clarifying your intentions rather than justifying your feelings and making accusations. And then the final step, 4, what I'm willing to do to help bring this about, which means taking responsibility for contributing to getting what you want rather than putting it on the other person to fix you. So replaying the above conversation with this format, you look upset, dear, and I'm feeling a bit scared. I'd like to know what you're willing to share about your feelings, and I'm willing to listen if you are. Now, B might again say, no, I'm fine. Then A responds, you still look upset to me, and I still feel a little scared. I'd like to hear what you're feeling or wanting, and I'm willing to talk about it with you at another time if you're open to it. Now, I continue to share about myself, my feelings, observations, rather than labeling the other. At this point, B may opt to share or not. But A has been honest and inviting as well as not pushing or projecting. For example, I know you're pissed off because I watched the ball game last night instead of that sappy movie you rented. Now, we can surmise where that response will lead. I'm not saying it's all bad because it may get the ball rolling, but we can always strive for more elegance and compassion in our respect for each other and each other's feelings. After all, when we say we really know someone, it's not their name, rank, and serial number to which we are referring. It's how they feel about themselves, about you, and life that makes them a person for you. So I suggest you try this format out, either by writing it down and getting someone to engage in it with you, or keeping it in the back of your mind, even if someone like B is reluctant to engage at first. 2 ground rules are helpful when doing it. Never tell the other person what they are feeling, thinking, or what motivates them. Again, you're on safe ground when you talk about yourself, your feelings and perceptions. For example, it looks to me like, it seems to me that, I've judged this or that. Secondly, do not get stuck in the format when the conversation opens up, but be willing to come back to it if it goes off the rails into projection, name-calling, character assassination, or other destructive sidetracks. Any tool as this is only as good as the good faith of the parties engaged in it. You may be angry with the person, and you can still be respectful and loving. Ultimately, being loving is more satisfying than being right. And if you can't get there right away, at least go for how both parties can be right in part. When you truly own your feelings and judgments and let go of the attachment to them, the argument is over. And either party can do this at any time.